Okay, I think I'm live. Hello, it's Kylie Bertucci here. Hi. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. Hopefully all is good. I've given it a little bit of a delay, so we shall see if the delay is happening now. I'm still trying to get used to this new way of my lives. So hopefully if you see me and everything's okay, then please comment and say hello. I can see you've all been chatting to each other, which is awesome. I love it when you all chat to one another. Hi, everyone. Oh, Joan's patiently waiting. Nothing's happening here. So I am very excited because there's some big things happening today, hence why I'm a couple of minutes late. And I wanted to make sure that I had an awesome picture to show you because we're visual people. Hopefully you can all see me. Oh, it said not seeing anything, but hopefully you do soon. Oh, good. Rachel can see me. Very good. So, yes, let's jump on. And first of all, you can't see it properly. So I'm going to stand up for a bit here. Hello. Oh, good. You can see. Love it. Shop it. How cool is that? Love it. Shop it. And that's what we're doing today too. This is from the amazing Sandra Roberts. I must say this is a very comfortable shirt, Sandra. So I'm very excited to have this amazing shirt that she delivered with the best present ever. I'm a medium, but maybe after this I'll go to the large after this. Check it out. How awesome is that? I'll do a model pose for you. Love it, shop it. I'm very happy with this. Thank you. And do you like how I left the M&Ms in here? Bruna doesn't know I've hidden them in the craft room. Yes, I much prefer YouTube lives too. They're brilliant. Now, where do I begin? There's just so much to tell you. Firstly, I will pop up this link and I will put it in our information as well. We need to put this up because today is the opening of the tutorial subscription, our brand new one. So I'm going to show you, let me see here. Oh yes, I've got a picture here. So we have a brand new team. There's a few that had to leave due to different circumstances and things that have come up in their life. So I'm just going to give you this link for the subscription. Now the subscription is for 5 months because this time we're going to go from February to July so that then it starts making a bit more sense because it's going to be, February to June, sorry. Then we'll go July, December, then January to June. Like it'll just make more sense with the timing. So I'm going to pop that up. There we go. There's our link. So this is for the subscription. So the subscription means that you can get 5 months of tutorials, but pay only 4 months. So it's really, really good value. You're going to absolutely love it. Shop it. It's the only way we can say it now. Love it. Shop it. So it's a really, really good value. Now, I just want to quickly see here. Oh, yes, I've got the information here. So I'm going to pop up for you the information for who's in the team. I was just calculating because I've just realized I've got the wrong price on there. So I'm just quickly editing that. Because this year, what we're going to do, we are changing a few things with the tutorial bundle. And what we're going to do and what's going to make it really special is that we are doing it based on product suites. I know, brainwave, right? So this first one in February is every single 12 of us are going to be using the Peaceful Poppies suite. Then in March, we're all doing Parisian Blossoms. Then in April, we're using the Botanical Prints product medley. And in April, we will be doing 12 exclusive videos. Those videos will not be shown anywhere else. You will not be able to find them anywhere else. They will not go public. They are only for those that sign up for the tutorial bundle subscription or pay for the tutorial that month. So it's a really, really amazing opportunity to get a month for free, because I think that this is going to be genuinely one of our most popular tutorial subscriptions to date. May is going to be based on the Best Dressed suite, and June is going to be surprise, because we're going to base that on something from the new annual catalogue, because the mini will be finished by then. I know, how sad. So you better get all the goodies now, because it's going to be finishing before we know it. So definitely head over there, get the subscription, and you will not regret it, because we are going to put a lot of work. I'm going to show you a little bit of a sneak peek of the subscription for, look at this. It's so beautiful. So every single person in the bundle, 12 people, have all used the Peaceful Poppies. And that is what our tutorial bundle is based on. So this is our sneak peek for February. And as you can see, we have brand new in the tutorial bundle is Michaela Tithridge, who is an incredible designer. We also have Karen Henderson, who is incredible. She's from the UK, super consistent, incredible crafter. And then we also have Rachel Tessman from the United States that has joined us as well. We said goodbye to a few of our team members. Sam Hammond Poodles, we said goodbye to. That was wonderful working with her for as long as we did. Emma Goddard and Tina Elric. So those three left, and we've got 3 brand new people that have joined us. So this is the design team now, as we see it. Look how fancy we look. So fancy. Look at us all stars. So it's a really, really awesome group of incredible designers, Stampin' Up! Demonstrators from around the world. And I know you are going to absolutely love our new little idea with this suites. The subscriptions, Linda asked a really good question. The subscriptions are available to any country. So even if you're not in Australia, you can sign up for the subscription. So that is really, really good. So definitely jump in if you are keen on getting some ideas. Some of the things that I've noticed with the tutorial bundle is some of my customers, obviously they get it for free when they purchase a gift from me. So it's really cool. That's so cute, Luann. So there are a lot of demonstrators that purchase this though, and we love that because it helps demonstrators around the world to get ideas, and you're welcome to use it in your classes. We have no problem with that. We just ask that you mention us. So, you know, don't claim it as your own. It's just polite to say, I didn't design it. This is who designed it. And the other thing is we request that you don't forward the PDF to anyone. We know it's easy to do. We know you could totally do it, but to keep us creating for you and to keep us doing this exclusive bundle, we genuinely all need your support. Now, each one of us individually do our own marketing. We don't split the amount with each other. So whoever you purchase a subscription from, just make sure it's whoever you follow. Whoever you're connected with is who you can purchase the subscription from, just so that you're aware of that. So if you normally, you know, follow Michaela or you are a customer of Allison's, like talk to the demonstrator that you deal with the most often. That is my point of advice. So I'm very, very, very excited about that. And I know my tutorial that I've done is a bit of love it, chop it. Love it, chop it. I'm excited. And all I used was products from the suite, which is really cool. The subscription is $88 Australian for the 5 months. And that's pretty much about $22 a month, but you get a month for free. So if you don't get the subscription, you're paying $22 a month in Australian dollars. But we've worked it out so it's even, like it's the same in every country. So yeah, it works out, you get 12 tutorials. So it works out around a little bit less than $2 per tutorial. Bargain! And you get the video too. There's going to be a video in April. You get the video. So yes, that is the brand new tutorial subscription. Very exciting. I'm very, very excited about it. Can you tell? So yes, and Karma's just asked the same thing. Cost! So yes, 88 Australian, which for most of those in the United States is about $2 for you. No, kidding. But it's a lot cheaper. It's like, I think it'd probably be about $45 or something. So ridiculous. Now, our next little exciting bit of news is that I have this amazing tutorial that I've just released. Now, what I've decided to do is for my lovely customers out there, or brand new customers, I have organized a tutorial little kit, a card kit. And we are going to be making an amazing, amazing, amazing project today that I've covered in so many different things. I will find it eventually. I'm like, there's kits here, there's catalogs here. There's even the new beautiful paper here. This is what we're going to be using today, the coordinated products. But this tutorial I'm really, really excited about because a demonstrator contacted me and it was actually a card that someone gave to my dad. I think it was someone from my team, in fact. Oh, thank you. Yes, I had my hair done today, this week. Thank you for noticing my new hair. She did a bit of a chop. She did a love it, chop it. So I organised, this demonstrator asked me, oh, have you found out where it came from? I really want to make it. And I looked at it and I thought, that's actually not too difficult to work out. I'll just work it out for her. And I was like, please be from Australia. Please be from Australia. So where are you from? United States. Because I knew the measurements would be different. Anyway, I thought, yep, let's just do it. We'll make this card. And once I made it, I was like, that was so much fun. Now, what I did was organize this card or create this card. And usually what happens is a lot of our cards, particularly fancy fold ones, don't fit in an envelope. P.S. Just a shameless plug here. If you don't use the Stampin' Up! Envelopes, shame on you. Seriously, you need to get these envelopes. There is nothing on earth like these envelopes, and you will not understand it until you get a Stampin' Up! Envelope and compare it to what you've been using before, and you will be embarrassed. I'm telling you, you will never send another card without it being a Stampin' Up! Envelope ever again. And do you know how affordable they are? They are so affordable. They are not expensive. So you might pay a tiny little bit more than what you would for those rubbish ones at the Chinese shop, the $2 shop envelopes. But I'm telling you, the quality of these surpass any other envelope on this earth. I've just dropped the mic. Seriously, do yourself a favor. Get yourself Stampin' Up! Envelopes. I do not want to see the inferior quality envelopes. It's so good. I'm telling you, they're so good. Okay, now let's do a reveal here. Because, you know, I'm highly anticipating this card. So this is how it comes out. I have created it so that it fits in your envelope, in your size, in your country. Because all of us have different measurements. So even the fancy fold needs to be a different measurement because it fits in a different envelope and it's a different size card front. Yes. Ah, we love you peeps in the US as well. You ready? Check this out. Okay, so this is our coordinated products. This is only available right now if you join up, these coordinated products. Now, these cute little flowers here, they're adorable, right? But watch this. They're even more adorable when you pop them out. Ah! How cute is that? So this was the card that I saw, and this was how it was sitting on a photo that Dad had. And I made the card, and then I was like, and I decorated the back, of course. Love it, chop it. But then I was like, where do you write? Where do I write on this card? So, with Bruno's help, of course, because he's, architect extraordinaire, let's just build a building. He thought of this idea that we have this hinge bit so that we can write in here. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited. And now I think it looks 100 times better because now it's got like these little wings on the side with this beautiful designer series paper. Now, if you wanted to, if you are more of a stamper and you like to get inky, then you could create your own designer series paper or do your own stamping along the side here. You do not have to use paper, but how fun is that? Love it, chop it. And you can even add little embellishments in here and all sorts of things. Now, I did think about doing a little close here, but in the big scheme of things, I thought I actually do want it to open up for it to display like that at the front. So it's up to you. If you want to create a little hinge there, you could, just for a little bit of drama when they open up the card. But I kind of wanted that to organically open up so that they actually know that there's a message in there for them. So I've left it as is. So we're going to make this today. Ah, isn't that fun? I'm so excited. Now, there's going to be lots of different tips. If you want the measurements though, you will need to get our tutorial. So I've got what did I do it under? I'm like, what did I do? What link did I use? Yes, Rachel's got the point about the envelope. Oh my goodness. Seriously, there's nothing like them. You need those envelopes. Do yourself a big favor because there's nothing like them. And you can stamp on them and they're beautiful. They're just the best quality ever. So I'm just grabbing I did a quick key and now I've forgotten the quick key. I'm like, I'll be all organized and I'll have the quick key. Yeah, you got to be able to remember the quick key and then it's all good. So let's have a look here. Fancy fold. I think that's what I called it. I think I called it Fancy Toot Link. And thank you to all of those who've already purchased it, by the way. I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, wow, they haven't even seen the video and they're already purchasing it. Thank you so much for your support. It keeps me creating and trying new things. So, oh good, someone loves the card. Thank you, Elaine. So this is the tutorial. Now, keep this in mind. My lovely customers, if you spend $90 in our online store, you will receive the tutorial for free plus this kit here. It does not include the designer series paper, but it has everything else you need. Because I thought, you want to use your paper. I want you to love it, chop it. I know how much paper you have at your house. So I want you to chop your paper, love it, chop it, and use it on this beautiful card. And it will just give you a really good idea, a visual of exactly what is in here. The other thing is you will need the framelits, but I'm going to give you a few other suggestions in case because a lot of you don't have this. Only demonstrators can purchase this now. But if you cannot wait and you want these beautiful dies stat, the best thing you can do is you can add this to your starter kit, or you have to wait until the 4th of February to get the paper and these beautiful flowers. So keep that in mind. Okay, but everyone else, if you would like the tutorial, then you can purchase it for $5 Australian. That is your option. So let's jump on in here. And I'll be finishing that by today, by the way. I'm like this close to finishing it. I'm like, I'll get to it eventually. I know I will. There's so many things happening. My mum comes tomorrow. Oh, okay, news with the family. Dad is doing fantastic. Really good. Amazing. Thank you for everyone who's been asking. My mum arrives tomorrow. Whoop, whoop. So we're crazy around here. I can hear Bruno even cleaning the house. He's such the best husband ever. I just popped up the link for you, Kelly. Hopefully you can see it. Can I pin it? Let's have a look. No, it only says remove. But it is there. I'll see if I can remember fancy toot link. Is that one? Nah, of course not. of course that's not the link. I'll go look for the link. In fact, I'll create a new one. I'll call it fancy toot link because I'll remember that. There we go. So then I can basically show it to you during the video too. Yeah, a lot of paper. The dies, that is a very good question. Who asked that? Kerry. The dies, I've got the little flyer here, which I have been sending to all of my wonderful customers with their orders this month, because it's one of those flyers that it's not in the catalogue, so you can easily miss it. Oh my goodness, this room is chaos. Seriously, that was the M&Ms. I'm like, where even is it? Oh, is that it there? I think I just threw it on the floor. Oh no, that's a different piece of paper. Sorry if you don't like chaos, because I'm chaos walking. After all of that, it's not even under there. Oh no, that's right. Bruno stole it from me. Bruno stole my flyer. Let me see if I can find another one here. You've got the flyer? What? You gave it back? Oh, where are you? There it is. He did give it back. I thought you were lying, Bruno. I didn't believe you. I'm sorry. I really love you. Why is he so organised? I can't even blame him for something that went wrong. It's always my fault. It is called Sending Flowers Dies. Sending Flowers. And the paper that we're using is Pleased as Punch. That's that beautiful paper. So they're coming out, these products are coming out on the 4th. And you cannot earn these. These are not freebies. These you purchase. Just in case you're a bit confused with Celebration. Okay, and in other news with my family, if you are looking for someone to send a card to, my poor brother, Simon, and his fiancée, Natalie, on Wednesday, I think it was last week, they've just moved into a brand new place. It's an apartment in the city, or just outside the city, and they've had no end of problems. Like, it's just been one disaster after another with the builder. And the poor things, we had a huge amount of rain here in Australia, as you know, in Melbourne. And there was a pipe above their ceiling that flooded their entire apartment. So, brand new apartment. They've had to rip up all the carpet, all the floorboards, remove all their furniture. They can't stay there. And of course, insurance is being a pain. They're like, oh, it's livable because there's electricity and blah, blah, blah. So if you really would like someone to send a card to, I know my brother and his fiancée, Natalie, Simon and Natalie, they would love that. You can just send it to me, care of Simon. Even if you say Kylie Bertucci, care of Simon. So yeah, really devastated for them. And so this morning I sent them, it's a bit random, but I sent them juice, freshly squeezed juice, because I thought I could send them flowers. They're staying at their, at Natalie's mum and dad's place. I could send them flowers, but what use is that? I'm like, no, I'm going to send them some cleansing, beautiful, fresh, cold pressed juice. and then they can all enjoy it. So, yeah. Poor brother. And he was writing it in a Facebook message, and all of us were just like, oh, that is just the pits. Because even though it's covered by insurance, it's such a pain. Such a pain. And they, just make it difficult. So that is my family update. But I'll definitely show you some pictures with Mum and I. I'm taking her to the tennis on Monday. We're going to have a blast. Jessie's going to be there as well. So that will be really nice. And hopefully we get to cheer up my brother and see him soon. So, yeah. Also, check out my blog. I'll put up my blog link because I have a lot of projects up there at the moment. This one was last night using the new coordinated dies. I cut that, and I cut this beautiful frame here. And I don't know if it's the same in the US. Please tell me if it's the same. But I think that this frame actually, for once, fits A4 cardstock. Thank you, Stampin' Up! It seems to be completely even. For us, the frames are never even. They're always skew-if. So please tell me, US peeps, does it frame perfectly in your cards? I mean, you'd get away with it. We kind of find a way to rejig it, but I am very excited about this frame. And that's the brand new, what's that one? Nature's Thoughts dies. Like this. Nature's Thoughts dies, yes. So that frame, and look, it's got little dotty embellishments there. It's so beautiful. And that goes perfectly with the, what's that one called? Positive Thoughts, I think it is. Yeah. Oh, thank you for all your thoughts for my brother. Poor things. Now, this was my, this one here's Botanical Prints. So pretty. I'm loving all this black and white. I went very black and white this week. I know, I'm so excited about the tennis. Thank you for the hugs for Simon. Poor things. So yes, love this. I thought it's a very busy print in the background, so that's why I kept it pretty clean and simple at the front and added those layers. And of course, no nudie runs. Nudie! No, this one's not nudie. And again, my new favorite framelit. Look, I've used it again. And look, it's perfectly framed. Thank you, Stampin' Up! I'm so excited that it fits A4 sized cardstock. They're remembering us. They're remembering that our measurements are different here. This one was hilarious. Did you all see this one? I was starving. I've been very good. I've been off the carbs. Mum's coming, so, I've got to make sure I look okay for Mum. She will get really worried if I'm not looking healthy because, that's what mums do. And I feel better too. I needed to lose it. I put on 5 kilos Italy, took off 2, left 3. Went to, I don't know what the next trip was. We did another trip, put on a bit, took off a little bit, but still left some. So yeah, it's just gradually been creeping up again. And I'm like, no, I've got to get on top of this. But anyway, this one day I was very much channeling burgers. However, on the lovely lipstick, it very much looks like macarons. Does it not look like macarons? But do you love my sentiment? Rain or shine, you're always on my mind, burgers. And I showed Jessie yesterday. I said, I actually was thinking of you because she's starting to be good too. Which we're all trying to be good. We can try. Whether it succeeds or not is another issue. But she goes, oh my goodness, that is hilarious. Just last night, we were like, oh, I want a burger. She goes, but we didn't. As a family, we decided, no, we'll just cook steak instead of a burger and just feel like we've had a burger, but it's just been meat and then it won't hurt us. So yeah, so she had a very good laugh about that. The burger card. Every now and then I think, why not just play around with these sentiments, have a bit of fun. What I do like about this card though, if it's just a little hint, is I punched out those brand new label punch. What's that label punch called? I always forget the name of this one. It is the Label Me Fancy. Yeah, Label Me Fancy. So, yeah, you just sort of put it underneath a bit. Like I stuck it to this layer and then I dimensionalized all of it. So that whole layer. So just a little tip. And of course, burgers on the inside. Yeah, I'm very happy. I'm getting there. I've still got a little bit more to go, but I'm feeling a lot better. I feel like I'm on top of it now. Because I've got to start losing something before all the trips start again. Because we've got our cruise with Bruno's mum and dad. Oh, yeah. We haven't been cruising with them for about 7 years. So, you know, cruising, crazy, food everywhere. And then we go to Maui with Stampin' Up. I know. And then towards the end of the year, we're going to New Orleans, where it's like food, fried, pastry. Yeah. So I've got to do something. Otherwise, I either go up or down. I have to go down. And of course, I lost this last week. I hadn't given it away. So maybe I need to do that. But that's the Botanical Prints card. And this one was way out of my comfort zone. But this, my friends, is my masculine card. That's super for the super rev head motorbike guys. They show burgers, Carol said. Delicious. Yes, they do look like macarons, don't they? Love it. So this one here, this is our beautiful stone 3D embossing folder. If you don't have this yet, then it's a must-have. Now, the 3D embossing stone folder comes with a stamp set. So in Australia, it's with every $180 purchase that you get this and a stamp set for free. And all I have done is just inked it up randomly. And I made sure I use my Memento because it's easy to wipe off. It's not alcohol based, so it's not going to stain my embossing folder. And then I ran it through my die cutting machine. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. And I just added the bit of blends on the bike because I thought, oh my goodness, I have done so many monochrome cards. I must have been like feeling very monochrome this week because I did a number of black and white cards this week. And I thought I better add a bit of blue so that, you know, it's not just black and white. But it would be amazing in the black and white too. I just thought I'll add a little bit of extra interest. Coloured in the wheels with the light basic black blends and then added the sentiment from the same stamp set. So that stamp set is Pedal to the Metal. Yeah, so that's a really cool one. And then I used the stitch shape square to just cut that out. But, you know, this is definitely something that if you wanted to use it with the stamp set that it comes with, it would be absolutely beautiful. And you could even use our stitch nested frames and just put the stitch nested frame with that beautiful oriental look. Look at me, I'm looking for the celebration brochure again. Come on, where are you, little one? This is where I shouldn't bring over like stacks of my kits. By the way, I only have a limited amount of kits. Once these sell out, gone. I'm not making more. Bruno's banned me. He's like, no, don't make any more. You can only have them because we've got too much work to do. And it's true. My mum's coming and it's all very, very busy. Oh, I'm glad I picked that up because I wouldn't have been able to find my card otherwise. I would have been searching for that next. Ah, found the brochure. Found it. You can stop looking, everyone. So on page 15 of the celebration brochure, you can see that beautiful oriental scene. And this is the embossing folder, the stone one that I showed you. So if you just adapted this card and instead of putting the motorbike, you could put this gorgeous building here and then use these sentiments. I'm pretty sure it would fit, but if not, you could just use the nested, shape nested dies, which I have here because I've used it for a project today that I am going to show you. Come here, little one. Come to mummy. Okay, so this one here I think would be, is that too big? Yeah, that one's too big. So you could probably use this one here would be perfect. If you don't have these stitch nested shapes, these label dies, seriously, it's like the envelopes. Do yourself a favor. It's a must-have die set because they are so versatile. Yeah, I think that's the one there. Oh, even that's a little bit too big too. Let's have a look at this next one down. And then I feel like it'll be too little. Do you ever have that problem? Oh, no, that looks cute. Yeah, so it'd be that one there. But she would actually fit perfectly. Like if you had her, let's see if she fits. You can get your frames. Oh, look at this. It's like Stampin' Up arranged it. Look at that. Perfect. So you could have her there. And then you can cut the sentiment and layer it on top even because it won't fit inside. Or this one here and then have it like across. Lay it and then just cut out. Does this building fit? Ah, almost. I reckon you could get away with that. I'd be happy with that because it gives the look of sort of coming off the page. So there you go. Stitch nested dies. Exact same card and boom. You got a good card there. There's my hot tip for today. Well, I'm going to have a few hot tips for today, hopefully. Envelopes, labels, nested dies. You need them. That's my hot tip for you. I'll leave them out, actually, because I will be using that, maybe. Call me maybe. Call me Clover. Oh, did you see my video, by the way? Our dining room table is full of design of cut up paper. So that's my next job after my team meeting is to pack the Love It, Chop It cardstock and card fronts. And yes, I will be doing another one. Brenna's thought of a genius idea. So probably, knowing how busy we are, probably maybe April or May, but we'll see. Maybe March, because we've had a lot of messages about it. Alrighty, let's jump in here and have some fun. We're going to get some crafting happening here. So much show and tell. That's why you got to head over to my my blog and go check it out. Okay, what do we need first? So let's pull out everything that's in the kit. And I do need, I stole a piece of paper from one of them, so I'm just going to chop that because I know you love watching me love it, chop it. Love it, chop it. We can't say love it now without chop it. And I'm going to grab a new glue. Do you like my glue drawer? Look at my glue drawer. Do you think we're stocked enough with Tombow? Love it, chop it. No, don't chop your Tombow. So we'll put that in there. And I'm going to grab my amazing trimmer. Now, if you are making multiples of this card, I'm just standing up so that you can keep seeing my Love It, Chop It. If you're making multiples of this card, I highly, highly recommend that you use your scoring tool, the Stampin' Up scoring tool, because it's a much better fold, groove. Oh, Casey, she feels like a fangirl. Trust me, I'm very human. I keep it real around here. You don't have to fangirl me. I'm pretty much just like you. But yes, if you're doing multiples, it's definitely worth just using the scoring tool. But the amazing Stampin' Up trimmer does allow you to score, and I'll be using that today. But if you're doing a few of these, which, you know, once you work it out, it's like a snap of the fingers. So as I mentioned, I'm not going to be doing measurements because every country has different measurements. And even within Australia, we have 2 measurements. So I'm not confusing anyone. You can just go and get my tutorial and it will have all the measurements there. So let me see here what I need to do because I want it to be, yes, okay. Capiche, Kylie, capiche. I understand. Okay, so that's my Whisper White done. That's going to be, now my hot tip for the writing at the back is that it's a good idea to score it, but before you score it, then you can write on it. I just want to see if this is centered because I feel like it's not right. Oops. It's doing the wrong one. Get off. Okay, I think that's right. Yes, that's better. Craziness. I'm like, how do I work this thing? So yes, so you can write on it first because it might sort of muck up your writing if you try and write on it. Yeah, so that's my hot tip for that. So we're just going to score that at the halfway point. Be very, very careful you don't use your cutting instead of your scoring. So your scoring is the lighter color. So just constantly be aware of it and constantly remind yourself, scoring, 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 because you do not want to cut this, okay? So that is going to be your scoring, but make sure you write on that first. Now, we'll pull out our little kit, and it will have the Whisper White included in the kit as well. So this is what you're going to get. So you have the base, you have the two little wings, and you also have a little scrap piece for the sentiment with a little bit extra. So with our base, now this is the size that's going to be different in every country. So whatever your card base size is in your country is what I've used so that it will fit perfectly in our envelopes no matter where we are in the world. Because yes, we do have different sized envelopes as well. All these things you learn along the way. And I'll have all of these scoring measurements in the tutorial. So I score that and then fold, fold, fold. So score as the measurements say. And then what we're going to do is decorate. Now I decided that it was easier to stick this on the outside, but you could totally stick it on the inside either way. But I found it was a little bit easier doing it that way because I can lie it sort of semi-flat. I mean, it sort of raises a bit. You don't want it too flat. But before we do that, we're going to decorate and chop. Now, what you can do with this, which is really exciting, and I'm going to show you another prototype that I did last night when I should have been going to bed. But with this die, what I did was I wanted to have the grass green, but I didn't want to be chopping and sticking. I just found that that was going to be way too much fiddly work and frustrating. I'd end up not using the die if I had to do that. They do have little flower cutouts in the die set, which is awesome. And I'll show you the die set so that you can get the full picture here. I have 5 die sets over here, so one of them will be here. Yes, there it is. And I also want that. Yes. Okay, so you can see here, this is the set, and this is the coordinating product. So Sending Flowers dies. So this is the big one. And then here you can see you've got little sentiment ones, but there's also little flowers here. And those flowers are actually, you're able to use on these. You can glue them down. So that's not too tedious. I was fine with the flowers, cutting them out and sticking that on, but I ran out of time. But it would be really good to use like the Calypso coral to really make it pop and stick that down. So that's my hot tip. Another thing you could do is cut this out, and I did try that. It's a little bit messy, but it is a possibility to do it that way. But we've got the stitched shapes. We've got all sorts of circles that you can use, different dies that we have. But this is the other one that I've done. Are you ready? I think I might go full screen for this because it's just so pretty. Okay, this is my other prototype. Yes, silence. Silence for this card, please, people. Ah, do you love it? Chop it. Amazing, huh? I want to see comments. I want to get thumbs up for this. We've only got 24 likes. Seriously, this deserves a thumbs up. How amazing is that? I would be so excited if I got this card. So excited. And I've used that beautiful piece that I cut out from the middle on the flower, and then I've got that gorgeous sentiment that I just chopped, and I've made sure I haven't glued it to this edge because otherwise it would get a little bit broken. But how cool is that? And now what this is showing you, and what I wanted to do by doing this card, is showing you that you can pretty much just change the designer series paper and you have a completely different looking card. What a beautiful wedding card to do. Would not that be like a gift in itself? Like, seriously. I know, that's how amazing it is. That's how excited I am that I had to go full screen. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do this one with you. I was like, which one should we do? Which one should we do live? But you can use whatever paper you want. However, just remember that this is Blushing Bride, okay? And this one's Petal Pink. So just FYI, keep that in mind. So we'll keep this Blushing Bride here for a moment, and I'll move to my Petal Pink. Now, what I used on here is actually my Love It Chop It paper. So this is the Love It Chop It. And you can see sometimes I hear people saying, I don't like cutting my paper because then this card comes up and I can't use it. And I'm really sad because then I shouldn't have chopped my paper. But this just shows you, because even though it's not completely to the edge because of the way that the Love It Chop It paper is cut, it still looks amazing. Like this one I did straight to the edge, which is fine when you've got your 6x6 paper. But I think it looks beautiful. I don't think you look at that and go, oh, why is that edge there? I think it's great. So I'm going to show you all of my tips. And don't look, but I did the writing upside down. Note to self, please make sure the French writing is the right way. No one will ever know. Only all of you. So I actually stuck the whole thing upside down. But, you know, we're all human, aren't we? We're human beings, and we make these sort of mistakes. So I'm going to grab my Petal Pink cardstock. Let's do it. Let's do this. I've made up my mind now. I'm like, which one am I going to make with them? Okay. Let's score that. Remember, all the measurements are on my tutorial. Scoring, 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 scoring. Make sure you don't chop it. We're scoring now. We don't want to be chopping. And I've done it at measurements that are really simple. None of this complicated millimeters or 1/16 of an inch type measurements. It's very simple. And it's on the inch and it's on the centimeter. So that makes it a lot easier. Then we need our little wings. Let's get some wings happening. And I'll get them folded. And the measurement that I've done for this, for the wings, you know, you obviously could do it a little bit bigger if you wanted to. But what I loved about this size... Scoring, 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 scoring. Pay attention, Kylie. Scoring, scoring. Light one, light one. What I've done is it's actually my Love It Chop It cut in half. And it fits perfectly on there. So you sort of, it's also another great way if you're doing your 6x6 paper and you want a card front size and then a little bit left over. Well, surprise, surprise, that is going to be your card front. This piece here, and this is going to be the piece that's left over. So that's really cool, because then if you want another, obviously you're going to pick the same one maybe, and then you'll still have a full-size card front left over from the 6x6. So it's really good. Yeah. Now, this middle section, if you wanted to, I think this time what I'll do is I'll just use a full piece. And we'll do pretty much the same card because I think it's just so pretty. Oh, we'll use that one actually. Look at me. I'm like, we'll do the same. No, actually we won't. So we're going to stick that down. Now I'm just going to cut off a little bit because this is my Love It Chop It. just cut it down slightly so that it's giving a little bit of space, because we don't want it jamming on the folds. We want it to flow nice and easy. So a tiny little bit there. This time I'm chopping. And we're going to, where are we there? Oh, yes. So I have to be a little bit mindful here, because I probably should have scored it. Oh, no, it still would have been worse. So, because I'm going to score it in half. No, actually, I think it'll be all right. Because what I did with others, yeah, I think it'll just become its own. Because it's very malleable, this paper. Cardstock's a different story. Let's give that a try. The other ones, I actually cut it and then stuck them down. But I thought you don't actually need to do that. In fact, it probably would be better not to chop it. It's one less step. So let's glue that down. And then we'll do our sides. I love these projects because I know that all of you are going to step it up and change it and make it amazing and add your flair to it, which I love. And so we can just fold that. Done. Good decision, Kylie. No chopping involved in that one. And I think that looks beautiful. Now we can do these panels because it's not until the back panels, which is the Whisper White panel, that we're going to be sticking there. So we need to do these two. And these are for the back, this section here. So it's what they're going to see with the writing. So you have to keep that in mind. Actually, is it the writing bit? Yes. No. Oh, we don't have to do that bit, actually. I'm like, what is wrong with this card? Why is it not right? And it's because I think I've stuck it to the wrong side. Actually, let me salvage this. We'll just fold it that way instead. And this has now become our front. I'm like, something is not right here. Let's just flip this around, because otherwise that would be wasted. We don't want to waste designer series paper. So we're just flipping this so that this is now the front. We've now made the decision that this is the front piece. And this is going to be the back. So what we have to do for the back, and that's why I cut it in half at the back, is because you see it through. So we're going to do two pieces here. But just keep in mind, and it's really important this step, you can see it with mine here, that I have used the same piece of paper, but I've lined it up so that it matches with one another, so that it looks like it's one piece. It even fooled me. It tricked me. I was like, why did I cut it? I didn't need to cut it. Yes, you did, Kylie. There was a reason why you did that. So we'll swap it around. We'll use this beautiful paper here and chop that in half. I'll just make sure, yes, that's right. I'm making sure I am actually chopping it in half. Now, we'll have to line it up. So it's this is the way that it goes. So this is the way that we want it to be when you're looking at it. So when you look through this peephole, it needs to be like this, right? So when you look at it, basically this piece is going to be here. This is Kylie's thinking for you. This piece is going to be there, and this piece is going to be on there, right? Because you're going to look through. But what's going to make that easier is I'm going to cut this out so that we know exactly what we're doing and where we're at. And I'm going to use the same stitch labels die because they're brilliant. They're amazing. As I said, you need them in your life. Look at me. I'm like, where did they go? Where are my stitch? Ah, look, they're all here. There's one here, but the whole sheet isn't here. Of course Kylie wouldn't put it away. Of course she's got it up there. So let's run that through, and then this will make more sense to you. I think that one there is beautiful. Yes. So we're going to run it through the Big Shot, through your die cutting machine, whatever you have. Hopefully Stampin' Up! Come out with theirs soon. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to get that machine. I'm not going to bring it over. You all know what it's like to cut. Just got to make sure that it's straight, because it will definitely show up on this. Okay. Thank you for all the tutorial subscriptions, by the way. I'm seeing them come through. Totes Preach. You're going to be so excited. This next 5 months, you're going to get so much inspiration. So what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to fussy cut that one. So I'm pretty sure, I don't think our dies actually match the Designer Series paper, just the stamp set. But I think that will be a beautiful addition and a nice way to use that extra piece there. Now, once you're here, so what we can do is we want to fold that the other way because Kylie did a boo-boo. Yeah, so that's good. So it's going to be like that. See how it makes sense now? You're like, what is Kylie doing? So I'm going to sit that there so that I know, okay, that has to be stuck there. That's how my brain works. I'm not good with doing things backward that end up going forward. A bit like a map, really. I used to turn it upside down. Back in the day when we had the Mill Way. So that one's there. And then I'll come back here again and test it. Yes. And then we want this one to be on this side. Oh, so pretty. Look at that. Now I'm going to put a lot of Tombow on this one because I might have to wiggle it depending on where I place it, because I really want that writing to meet up. Yay! Yeah. Delish. Fish. Beautiful. So that's there. And that means that we can now glue that down. Isn't it pretty? So pretty. So we can glue this. And I find the Tombow is actually good because I don't know, I get scared using tape. I really do. I have a lot of respect for those people out there that can use tape and get things straight the very first time they glue it down. I'm always like, oh, I've got to move that, got to wiggle that, got to shift that. If I made it final, I'd be ripping things off all over the place. Okay, so that's that bit. And we're going to decorate that, of course. Oh, sorry, I'm a bit high up. Oh, you're speechless for the Paris card. Oh. So the subscription, I'll put this fancy toot link. Yes, I remembered it. That's the, oh no, sorry, that's the fancy fold card. The subscription for the tutorial bundle is, I'm glad I wrote that down, toot sublink. There we go. So that's the tutorial. The one with PayPal is the subscription. So that's that one there. Now, our next little thing that we need to do with this card is we need to add our little wings. So we have our pieces here. And then we'll decorate those as well. We'll work out what paper we want to use. So what I decided to do was this. So this is why you need to glue these down first, because then we're going to put our Whisper White on top. Where did my pre-folded Whisper White go? Oh, there he is. So we're going to stick that over the top of those wings, like so. And then we're going to decorate both sides of these wings. Isn't that fun? Such fun. So we'll glue that up. Make sure I'm in view for you all. Good lighting. I'm sorry if I miss comments. I promise I will go back. But once I get into like craft mode, I'm like, what? What live? What people? I put a little bit too much Tombow glue in there. Look at that, squeezing out. Good thing it dries clear. But if you wanted to, you can just grab a little tissue, if I could reach it, and then just pull that away. Or just use your finger and end up with sticky fingers. And then we'll do this side. I won't use as much Tombow this time. And then just stick it down to the edge. And because it's with Tombow, it's like wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Move it around to where we want. Yep, happy days. Very happy. Oh, a little bit up that way. Yep. Fantastic. Now we'll put our Whisper White down. Now what I want to do before we put that down though is just do a little bit of stamping on here. So we'll grab our Petal Pink, and this time we'll make sure that it's the correct way up. Yes. Make sure I'm sticking it the right way. And we've got our beautiful words there. Now this is part of this set here. This goes with the Parisian, so that's Parisian Beauty. And then the sentiment I used from the same suite, which is the Forever Blossoms. So even seeing this, because we've got a beautiful die set that goes with this Cherry Blossom. Yeah, that was another idea that I had, like having the cherry blossom coming out of the card, like coming through the window. How beautiful would that be? Oh my goodness, so good. And then I've got a little filigree here that we can use as well, because, you know, why not? Now I'm just going to stamp these words off because I don't want them too strong. And then I'm going to put them down the bottom here, those words. So sort of like that grungy vintage type look. And of course you could use whatever color you like, but then I'm going to layer it with this filigree. There we go. And of course the edges, if you want to do stamping as opposed to adding the designer series paper, go for your life. Go for it. Just run with it. And you may even choose, like we're going to add this beautiful paper here, you may even choose to do some of the cherry cobbler, which is the other color that goes with it, to bring that in. Your filigrees could be the cherry cobbler. So yeah, you can have a lot of fun with this card. I'm hoping it's creating excitement, creative juices are flowing. So we'll stick this down, and this time I think we've got it the right way. We'll do a double check. Correct way. It's always good to check. Now, the Whisper White I've cut to the size of the card, all the way to the edge. And the reason for that is because it just looks a bit ugly if you're seeing all the seams, and we want to hide all of that. We don't want anyone seeing what's happening behind here. We want it to pretend it's all schmick. Now this is another thing that you could do here if you wanted to utilize these frames. You could even cut it, one of these smaller ones, and frame it on top of like another layer, so then you're not wasting this little extra piece here. Yeah, and not have any designer series paper, just have like your little cutout frame. Yeah. So what are we going to do here? We've got at the front, let's work out the front piece, what we're going to use on the edges. You know what? I think we'll go the same all the way and see what that looks like. Although it's a shame it doesn't match up, but that's okay. We'll forgive it. If you really, really wanted it to flow across, oh, that wouldn't work either. But anyway, I think it looks nice. Let's try that. Let's give that a whirl. So I'll cut that down. And then once you know your front design, it makes it easier to pick the inside. And even that side's really pretty too, if you want sort of more soft. But no, I've made up my mind. Don't change your mind, Kylie. Stick to it. Don't be indecisive with your card making. Indecisiveness in card making destroys card making. It really does. It genuinely, you start getting in your brain, you start overthinking. Do not overthink. Just if you like it, yes, done, good, go for it. It'll help you create faster, more confidently, and always craft for you. Don't craft with other people in mind. Craft, even I know this sounds terrible, but even if it is for someone, you can think of them, but don't double guess or second guess, will they like this? You need to like it. And if you like it, it will come across in your in the way that you create. It definitely will. Yay, that one's a little bit over, so I probably should have, I think because I folded it the other way, it might have moved it. And then we'll do our back piece. So I absolutely love this paper. I'm going to do that one. Normally we go like this. I absolutely love that paper. I'm going to hoard you for 20 years. No, put it on a beautiful card and share it with people. Share it around. You can make one card for you and one card for your friend if you don't want to share it. Trust me, I know these things. I used to be like, I really like that card. I don't want to give it to anyone. It's mine. Write a card to yourself. But seriously, if you see a beautiful piece of paper, all the more reason to chop it and put it on some cardstock. And remember, I give you permission to buy more. Yep, if you chop it, you get more. That's your reward for chopping. Reward yourself. Go, yes, I chopped it and I used it, so now I get to buy more. What time is it? Oh, good. I'm like, I'm meant to be doing my team meeting at 12, but we're going good. We're all happy. Oh, yes. Look at that. Oh, my goodness, it's so beautiful. Should we try the cherry blossoms? Should we mix it up instead of putting the Eiffel Tower? Let's try the cherry because it kind of goes with this card. Let's try it. Let's have a look. And if it doesn't look right, then we can just use the Eiffel Tower. So I need this piece. I need my beautiful cherry blossom stamp. And I'm going to use some memento. And what I loved with this is being able to not introduce, I wonder if I should do that again. Stamp it on the petal pink rather than with, no, I want to colour it with blends. But I do love that you can put the sentiment, because petal pink is quite light, you can stamp on there. Yeah, I think with this image at the front, because there is a little bit of whisper white here, I think it will look nice with that. So I'll just move this over so you can see me stamping. Oh, I was like, is my ink running out? But FYI, when you stamp with this one, it's like the distinctive stamping, So it looks like it's not inking, but it's just the type of stamp. So I'll just see if I can stamp it in a way that saves a little bit of Whisper White. Here we go. Oh, so beautiful. And I'm just going to come in. I'm not going to colour the leaves because I don't want to introduce a new colour, but just add a little bit of the petal pink like what they've got here with the blends. So what have I got here? Is that my petal pink? No. This is my petal pink. Is that the right one? Yes. So I'll use the dark, I think. So it's always good when you're using blends, it's always good to use Memento, which is a water-based ink. Because if you used an alcohol-based ink as your outline, what will tend to happen is the blends, because they're alcohol-based, they will pull away the colour. Whereas because this is a water-based, then they need to be opposite to one another for it to work. Little tip for you, Kylie's hot tip: envelopes, hot tip; subscription, hot tip; nested dies, hot tip; blends, use the opposite ink. Oh, so beautiful. Oh. We even come with a little bit of the light. I like using the... And what the light can do is I can bring it out a little bit and just soften that edge. I like using it and having a little bit of the white left over. Did you see me? I went into Zen color in mode. Seriously, if you ever need to relax, look at me. I just feel like I could color all day. I seriously love it. Shop it. So let's cut this out. I've got some dies here. Don't you love it? Thank you, Stamping Up. Cherry Blossom dies. This is in the same Parisian suite. If you know that you want this suite, I know you're going to want this suite after today. If you know that you want this suite and you haven't joined yet, please join, because the Parisian suite, I'm pretty sure, is under the joining amount. Let's see exactly the amount. So if you want the full Parisian suite, which is the beautiful ribbon and the paper, and yep, $232.75. So you can add that entire suite to your starter kit. Instead of paying $232, yes, instead of paying $232, you will only pay $169 for that entire suite, plus get free postage, plus get a free mini trimmer, plus get 6x6 paper, and a free stamp set of your choice of any value. It's a no-brainer to join right now. We've had 18 join our direct team. Our goal was 20 over 3 months. It is now like, what, the 23rd? Is it something like that? I don't even know what date it is today. Let's have a look. Is it going to show me? 24th of January. And we've had 18 new team members join because they can see that it's a really good deal. Really good deal. So genuinely think about, if you're looking at this card going, I want everything that she's using in that card, you can. You can have all these framelits, like seriously, 2 sets of framelits, the 2 stamp sets. Like imagine having all of this and only paying $169 and free postage. 2 stamp sets, this gorgeous paper, 12 by 12 paper, 12 sheets, which gives you 72 sheets of this size. You get the gorgeous champagne rhinestones, which reminds me, let's use some of them on this card today. And that beautiful petal pink ribbon, which is to die for. It has champagne edges on it. When I go over to the big shot, I'll go grab it and show you. Seriously, it is beautiful, this suite. And look at this. cool. You want this stamp set, I'm telling you. You want this whole suite. And I'll get this ribbon to show you. That's looking good. Because I am not a pink girl, but I have used that ribbon continually. In fact, I think I'm actually going to finish this spool. That's how many times I've used it. Look at it. Look at that champagne edge. How pretty is it? Yeah. Oh, sorry. I just bumped you. Oh, where have my champagne rhinestones gone? Like a champagne rhinestone. I use them a lot too. Jessie might have put them away. They might have actually got packed up. Look at that. Look at that, people. Use my die. And look how close it gets. Like it even gets into these little intricate spots here. Can you see that? Ah, even in here. Stampin' Up, you're so stinking clever. Look at how they've got that cut. So it cuts out here and cuts out. Oh. Seriously. And it's going to go like so. So I think I might, what I'll do, oh, maybe I can do it over this way. Let's work it out. Because we want to keep it. Yep, I reckon that works. I'm going to stick it on here and on here. Let's see it inside. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sold me. Sold! Boom. Let's not second guess. We're sticking it there. I'm having a look for my rhinestones. Hello, little ones. Where are you, little rhinestones? I'll check in my stash over here. Oh, I think I found them. Woohoo! They were in the same place. We just put something on top. Look. Look at these. I've got a few packs of these because they're so beautiful. Look how many I've used. That shows I love them because I'm using them. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of glue here, a bit of Tombow. And a bit underneath there, but we can do that afterwards. And of course you could use a glue dot if you want to do a glue dot. Whatever adhesive of choice is your thing, you do that. There's no hard or fast rule. You've just got to find out what works for you. So I'm just going to keep that there for a bit, and then my finger will probably get stuck to the card. No. It's not super glue. Oh, this is so pretty. Love, love, love. And I think if we do the same sentiment, because that's so beautiful, I'll put that on some petal pink here, just while that's drying on that edge. I won't push it. Let's have a look here. We want to use, now I've got that song in my head, like a champagne rhinestone. I'm going to sing it for you. I seriously can't find the stamp set. Oh my goodness. It's the one that the cherry blossom came out of. Where did you go? Where are you? I am going to have to do the biggest tidy after this. I removed all of my, oh good, I've already got it set up. I moved all of my cardstock out of this room so that I'd feel more clean and tidy, but still chaos. Yeah, so make sure it's the right way. So I'll just try and do it as close to the edge as I can because it's just easier for chopping later. There we go. Oh, so pretty. In fact, I'm going to move this die and put it where it belongs. Well done, Kylie. I am growing up. Yay! I'm being a responsible adult for a millisecond in my life. So I'll just move that for a millisecond. Oh, look, I just found another one. Let's put you back where you belong. Yay, responsible adult. There we go. I was going to use a thinlet, but I thought, you know what? It's so easy and simple. And this is like so popular to have these type of just cut like that. And you could even cut it by hand. But I thought for all you lovely OCD peeps out there, you might not be able to handle that. So I think I'm going to, yep, put that down there because it just highlights that. I could go this, oh, yeah, I'm going that side. Yes, I like it. Done, sold. Do not procrastinate. Oh, it's a little bit too much. It's going to come out the other side. Don't second guess, just boom, done. Yeah. Oh, so pretty. And then we'll do the leaf here. Just so it's got a little bit more hold. When it opens up, it's really like sort of popping out with it. Oh, that is so pretty. Now, if you wanted to create even more dimension with this, there's the beautiful thinlets, the dies that go with the flower that's in that stamp set that has somehow just literally disappeared. I'm like, where could it have gone? I was showing you for the sweet. Where did I put it? I'm like, yeah, surely it just has to be right here. Anyway, there's that beautiful flower. So what you can do is use your die, and then you could probably pop, you know, a couple more of those flowers in 3D around if you wanted to. That's another little idea. And we will use some champagne rhinestones that haven't disappeared, which is nice of them. Thank you, champagne rhinestones. Now you can use either side. The flat side's actually the better side with your picker tool. If you don't have your picker tool, definitely look at getting that. And we can just add a few of these beautiful champagne rhinestones on our flowers here just to really make them pop out. So you just sort of grab it from here and then place it on your flower. And I'll just use 3. I always work in odd numbers with my any sequins or rhinestones or dimensionals, anything like that. Actually, I think I prefer doing it with the pointy end, to be honest. I thought that this side would be better, but I think the pointy end is better because you have less circumference when you pick it up. We've got the bigger ones. I'll do one of these medium-sized ones. Yeah, that's so much better. That's my hot tip. Use the pointy end. No, that's every day, Diana. This is every day in my craft room. Oh my goodness, I stinking love this. Are you without speech? I'm without speech. Did I just create this card? Like legit? Did I just make this? Look how it pops. Like it actually folds with it. It's like it's moving. Whee! But then you can close it up. Let's have a look and see what it does closing up. Yep, it seems happy. And then that can go in an envelope. Yeah, it's adapting well, people. It's adapting well. Oh my goodness. There you go. So, there you go. That is our amazing card today. And you can see all of these amazing prototypes that we've done. And this is the card kit that you'll receive so that you can play with that and see exactly the shapes and the sizes. If you spend $90 with me in my online store, you will receive the tutorial and all of the pre-cut cardstock to go with it. Amazing. I'm super happy with that. Are you impressed, everyone? I'm impressed. I'm happy. Good job, Kylie. Check it out. Oh, yes. So I'll post them on my blog for tonight as well so that you can see those. Look at that. I'll do this. Yes. Wow. So pretty. So thank you to that lovely demonstrator who messaged me and asked, how do I make this? Because I'm super happy with them. I think that they would just be an absolute, like if I was getting married or if someone was thinking of me, what a stunning card to have displayed on your shelf at home. You could see that people would be so proud to display that in their home. It's a piece of artwork. It really is. Yeah, I'm very happy with it. And I'm happy that it fits in the envelope. That is my big excitement. Our special Stampin' Up envelopes, of course. So just fold it up, looking stunning. And what is really cool about this is they pull it out. So you can imagine them pulling them out, right? Pulling it out. And they go like this. They're like, oh, this is a nice card. Oh, they sent me a card. Oh, how nice. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, wow. Oh, oh my goodness. They've got layers of excitement with this card. It's like the surprise that pops open when they'd be just like, whoa, what is this card? Good on you, Wergy. Go and dance in the rain. Thank you all very much. So definitely look at our tutorial for this particular design. You can get that from my little store that we have, our Shopify store. And I will pop the link in the video below. So links below. If you're on your computer, it's a little grey button that says see more. If you're on a mobile phone, it's a little arrow that you drop and then it will drop down. And if you would like our tutorial subscription for the brand new 5 months, then you can get that Toot sub link. So that's that one, okay? So $88 Australian, and you will get your hands on what's 60 tutorials exactly. You will receive 60 tutorials over a period of 5 months. Yay! I'm so happy. Thank you all so much for being here. I know I went a little bit longer than usual, an hour and a half, but I think it's been worth it. I knew it would be an epic video today. And please remember, if you are in Australia and you're looking for a demonstrator, if you're looking for a catalogue, I've still been getting requests for catalogues. If you don't have one of the latest mini catalogues or celebration brochures, please request one from me. I'm still getting emails of people asking me for a copy of this and the celebration catalogue. Guess what I just found? The stamp set! The catalogue was on top of it. There's the stamp set that I was looking for. So remember that you can get this suite, like these 2 stamp sets, both of the framelets, and we're talking like major framelets, not a small amount of framelets. Like look at all those framelets, plus you get these framelets as well. And this one has the Eiffel Tower in it as well. There's the Eiffel Tower. So it has this and this and this. And all of those framelits there, plus the beautiful ribbon, plus the champagne diamantes, the rhinestones, plus the designer series paper, the Parisian designer series paper, and you get 12 sheets of 12 by 12 paper. 12 sheets of 12 by 12 paper. So you get 72 of these card fronts out of one pack of paper. You can get all of that for $169 if you join, plus free postage. And the ribbon. Oh, yes, we showed you the ribbon. I'm addicted to that ribbon. So definitely think about the Parisian Suite as your starter kit choice, because you can seriously put anything in that starter kit that you want. So why not put in an entire suite, especially a suite like this? Like, gorgeous. And you get a free stamp set of your choice, and you get the little baby trimmer, mini cutter, and 48 sheets of 6x6 paper. No brainer. Join already. So, oh, and the embossing folder. You get the embossing folder as well. So embossing folder, paper, 2 stamp sets, 2 lots of dies, champagne rhinestones, and the ribbon. And you only pay $169 instead of $232. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just put it through, Rachel. I don't know why it's got postage on there, but that's fine. I'll refund it later if it comes up with postage. That's weird. I don't know why it's got that. So, because people bought it last night and they didn't have postage. That's random. Maybe it's just for the UK I charge postage. Now, the other thing is, thank you for all the thumbs up. Please send this to anyone you think that will enjoy the video and will enjoy this amazing card and checking it out. Please share with any friends that you think will enjoy it. And please subscribe and like and get a bell, because then cool stuff starts to happen on YouTube, and YouTube offers me really cool things. They just offered me the opportunity to create memberships on my YouTube channel. So I just have to work out what that's going to look like. But the more likes and subscribers that I get, the more opportunities I have to give you cool stuff. So please, please, please definitely subscribe, because YouTube has some really cool things that they give to people who have lots of subscribers, which is very exciting. I don't know what the subscription's going to look like. I have to work it out. But I think, yeah, how amazing to have like maybe behind the scenes videos, or who knows. Yes. So thank you all very much for being here, and have a wonderful, wonderful day, Thursday or Friday, wherever you are in the world. And we shall see you next week for another video. Hopefully my mum might even be here. Should get her to pop in, huh? And say hi. You get to meet my mum. We have a very similar personality. Yeah, we don't necessarily look alike, but I get my personality from mum. So thank you very, very much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support, and thank you for all your subscription sign-ups as well. Really appreciate it. And the tutorial for this as well. Thank you for supporting that. Because it'll help me to keep creating new ideas that are fun and a bit fancy. So see you, everyone. Love you all very much. Mwah. See you soon. See you next week. And thank you for my love and chopper top, Sharon. Bye.